Welcome everybody to the summer 2013 graduation. I'm Deborah Doherty, the Executive Director of the Northeast Region of Canine Companions for Independence. And I'd like to acknowledge some of the presence of the Northeast Regional Board members. We have John Miller, who is the President. Susan Winters, the immediate past President. Stacy Lucchino, Javier Robles with Service Dog Janice, and Pat Griesmeyer. This has been a very exciting team training. Last week was International Assistance Dog Week, and it presented Canine Companions with an opportunity not only to spread the word about assistance dogs, but by sharing our stories of our graduates with the media. It also enabled us to continue to demonstrate our leadership position in the industry through galvanizing an effort to encourage the Department of Justice to discourage the sale of fake assistance dog equipment over the internet. And today, I'd like to mention several special guests that we have with us here today. Margaret Peterson, who many of you may know, was our first Northeast Region caretaker. Margaret, where are you? Margaret's puppy Alpha is graduating with Eileen today, and she left us to go fulfill her dream of becoming a Canine Companions instructor last November. And when she returns home to California on Monday, she'll pick up her first string of dogs as an apprentice one. So congratulations, Margaret. You're batting 1,000. And also joining us here today is Wally the Green Monster over here. And as most of you may know, Wally's the mascot of Major League Baseball team, the Boston Red Sox. And we here at the Northeast Region share a long and proud history in Boston because of Stacy and Larry Lucchino's unwavering belief in our mission. And for just a moment, I'd like to take you back to last year and briefly share a part of their and our journey of their support of Canine Companions. So recognizing that 2012 was the 100th birthday of Fenway Park, we named a puppy Fenway, and Fenway the dog. He's the official assistance dog in training of the Boston Red Sox. And it was not without the help of his puppy raisers, Tom and Mary Ellen, that Fenway the dog quickly became a celebrity during the 100th birthday of Fenway Park. He became an ambassador and participated in some of the 100 acts of kindness performed by the Red Sox in their community, visiting such places as the Homeless Veterans Shelter and Children's Hospital. He had his own blog, which ranked in the top 100 of the MLB blogs. He even had his own dog biscuits, which were sold at every home game in Fenway Park. He appeared on television, billboards, and newspapers. He met Paula Abdul. The shared vision was to build awareness to help increase applications, volunteers, and donors, and we can safely declare success. So thank you. And today, as Fenway continues his magical journey as he graduates with Brendan, we wish to extend our sincere gratitude to Larry, Stacy, the Red Sox organization, and of course Tom and Mary Ellen for their ongoing dedication and commitment to advancing the Canine Companions mission. We're proud to have such a wonderful partnership and stand side by side with our Boston community. And this story is only one of the many special stories in this room. For it is through each of your efforts, whether it be volunteering, fundraising, as a graduate, or as a staff member, that we're able to sustain the mission and come together to celebrate life-changing moments such as we are doing today. So thank you all, and we'd like to begin the matriculating slideshow.
I know this world seems so Everything seems so out of reach. The sky is high and the walk is wide. You just don't know what you've got yet. It's in the palm of your hand. It's right in front of where you stand. If you believe everything you dream will come true, and if you can love, no matter how you hurt, love will come to you, back to you. This world is yours. At times I know it's gonna be hard when you think you can't go on. But there's a plan for you. Just let your heart follow through. Come on, I promise you can do it all. 'Cause where you fall, you can always start again. Your future's right in front of where you stand. If you believe everything you dream will come true, and if you can love, no matter how you hurt, love will come to you, back to you. This world is yours. Climb a mountain, cross the ocean, sail a river until it opens, and make good friends. Listen hard, let it out, and dance on. If you believe everything you dream will come true, and if you can see there's nothing that can be too big for you, no, if you can see, if you can believe, if you can dream, this world is yours, yeah. This world is
Big love. Everybody's waiting for the day when they're winning. Love, big love. One way it's floating on the cloud and singing. Love, big love. Don't you think for once you deserve to be feeling? You're walking in there, and sunny days when the warm breeze blows. You know she'll be there. The touch of her hand will let you know that you're love, big love. Everybody's waiting for the day when they're winning. Love, big love. Only it's floating on the cloud and singing. Love, big love. Don't you think for once you deserve to be feeling? Everything's all shining. It's a new world when you know how to dance. The first kiss and the flying, that's when you know that you got a chance. And love, big love. Everybody's waiting for the day when they're winning. Love, big love. One way it's floating on
Once again, good afternoon, and thank you all for joining us. My name's Katrina Windsor, and I manage the puppy program here for the Northeast region. And it's my pleasure to introduce our puppy class speaker for this group. It is, of course, Margaret Peterson, who is here celebrating the graduation of her second dog, Alpha the Fourth. And as Debbie already mentioned, Margaret was a former Northeast staff member, and she now is currently a Northwest staff member. So Margaret, come on up and share a little bit about her experience raising puppies for us.
Thank you, Katrina. I have to tell you, it's so nice to look out and see so many friendly, familiar faces. It's so good to see you all. I'm going to tell you a little bit today about 3 ambitions that I've had and how CCI has helped to fulfill those ambitions. First of all, I once dreamed about running a bed and breakfast. Well, I got to fulfill that ambition while working as caretaker at Northeast Region here for almost 3 years. CCI is not a bed and breakfast, but it's better. I got to welcome applicants, team training students, as well as graduates, people who have had struggles in their lives but continue to live with enthusiasm. I've seen the relationships with dogs grow and seen these teams, the people and dog teams, support each other as part of the CCI family. I also got to work alongside some amazing coworkers and awesome volunteers. These people go above and beyond on a daily, every day. They go above and beyond to support the CCI mission. The tasks of the caretaker are highly varied, whether it's shoveling snow, sweeping up dog hair for the 3rd time of the day, weathering a hurricane or potentially 2, or making cookies. All of you make it all worth it. Another dream of mine has been to train service dogs. While working as the caretaker, I was able to raise 2 puppies, including Alpha, who is graduating today. I enjoyed every moment of the training and socialization, except the 3 a.m. hurry trips, one of which I found out that the sprinklers spray directly across the sidewalk. As much as I loved puppy raising, I wanted to do more. So I applied for the instructor assistant position in Santa Rosa, California, and began working there last December. I've spent the last 9 months working in the kennels, shadowing instructors, and doing various educational things. On Monday, as Debbie has said, I'm starting the Apprentice 1, the apprentice course, which means I will get my first string of dogs to begin training. So it's taking 9 dogs to fill Alpha's shoes. I'm very excited about this, about moving forward. I feel like I'm beginning my own advanced training, and I can't wait to see where it leads. A 3rd ambition that I've had has been to write a children's book. And I'm not there yet, but I've written a poem that I want to share with you today. It's called A Puppy to Raise. A puppy to raise, how I love the early days. Large paws foretell what I know to be true. You're a cute little one with much growing to do. Snuggles and cuddles and puppy breath kisses, square on the nose, this pup never misses. That mouth is so busy, it chews and explores, then even at rest, it gives great puppy snores. Little puppies sleep in the most unusual positions, in the tub, upside down, such strange situations. Sweet little bundles so fluffy and small, as you sit in a crate that seems 3 stories tall. There's so much to learn, sit, down, and release. But most important is hurry, in my mind at least. A puppy to raise, how I love the middle days. As Alpha grows older, we attend puppy class to practice footings, commands, greetings, what a blast. Puppies and raisers learn side by side. Obedience to commands gives such great pride. No biting or growling, no, not one bit. Our teacher commands these things unfit. Trips to Target, Sam's Club, and grocery store, even restaurants with crumbs on the floor that the pup must ignore. Drive to the Adirondacks to paddle a canoe, swim in a lake, sleep in a tent too. More commands to learn, such as visit and lap. Puppy training is becoming quite a snap. A puppy to raise, do I love the last few days? There are lots of goodbyes, or lots of last visits and lots of goodbyes. The camera is busy, and oh, all those sighs. It's time to part for advanced training. The tears on my face, I blame on the raining. As I leave, I say, don't be too loud, behave yourself, and please, make me proud. Waiting by the computer for reports on his training, excited to see the knowledge he's gaining. The phone finally rings, the long-awaited day. Alpha is matched, yippee and hooray! Today, we honor these teams' graduation. It definitely is a cause for celebration. Thank you.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce the dogs that are going to be joining us this afternoon to start that next voyage for them. They're going to be entering our advanced training facility, leaving the homes of the puppy raisers to start that journey. Now there are a couple of dogs that have already come in to start advanced training, and I'd like to take the time to acknowledge those puppy raisers and their dogs for their achievements. And while I'm doing that, for those folks who have dogs that are matriculating, if you could please line up in alphabetical order by dog name. Over to your right, you're going to come up the stairs here and pause with Amanda. She'll hand you a certificate of recognition, and then you're going to continue down the stairs along the back to have a picture taken. So while those folks are lining up, like I said, there are several dogs that have already begun their training to advanced training and becoming working assistance dogs. Now the first dog I'd like to mention is Matten. Matten was raised by Diane and Neil Ferguson from Hicksville, New York. And Matten was actually named by our board member, Mark Wartzman, in honor of one of his friends. Meyer II was raised by Julie Knitter and Karen Vandenhovel from Nyack, New York, and he's their 14th puppy that they've raised for us. Prince V, raised by Debbie and Ethan Zilka from Glen Allen, Virginia, and that's their 4th puppy for us. Ransom, raised by the Bouse family from Chesterfield, Virginia, and the Scott family from Midlothian, Virginia. And that is their 9th and 3rd puppy, respectively. Ronan II, raised by Kelly, Allison, and Kyle Meath from Cayuga, New York, and pardon me, that is their 3rd puppy for CCI. Sardi, raised by the Hayes family from Belmore, New York. And Sardi was named by our I should say puppy program volunteers, Bill and Susan Schulman. They come in every week and they assist me with doing paperwork and mailings. So they named Sardi. And Sardi is the 4th puppy raised by the Hayes family. Finally, we have TK II, raised by the Fernan family and Catherine Yudkin. The Fernan family is from Dumfries, Virginia, and Catherine Yudkin's from Lenox, Massachusetts. The Fernands are busy raising their 9th puppy right now, and that was the first puppy that Catherine had raised for us. Let's give them all a big round of applause. The first puppy matriculating this afternoon will be Bryn II, raised by Susan and Tom Austin from Marion, Virginia. And Bryn is the 3rd puppy that they've raised for CCI. Next, we have Candy VI, raised by the Shoemaker and Plunk families and presented by Cindy and Art Patterson. And Candy was the 5th and 2nd puppy, respectively, for them. Carlo III, raised by Gail Griffith and Gary Benjamin, as well as Rachel Benjamin from Philemont, Virginia. And Carlo is their 5th puppy raised for CCI. Thank you. Next, we have Geode, raised by Wendy and Jerry Luderick from Manassas, Virginia. Geode is their 3rd puppy raised for CCI. Next, we have Georgia VIII, raised by Molly McEwen family from Wellesley Hills, Massachusetts. and they'll be picking up their third puppy to raise for us this afternoon. Javier, raised by Carol Swain from Englewood, New Jersey. Javier was named in honor of Northeast Region Board member Javier Robles and is the fifth puppy Carol's on her fifth puppy right now for CCI. Jeremy the sixth, raised by Dan and Mary Mullins from Silver Spring, Maryland, presented by Julia and Laurel Brotman. And Jeremy was the first puppy raised by the Mullins family. Kino the second, raised by Christina and Marianne Monteblano from Middletown, New Jersey. And this afternoon, Christina will be passing off the 10th puppy she's raised for CCI to a fellow puppy raiser while she goes off to vet school. Kirby the seventh, raised by Jason and Cindy Turley and family from Williamstown, West Virginia. Kirby is their first puppy raised for us. McGuire the second, raised by Ted, Kristen, Joy, Hope, and Peace Veazey, presented by John Libinati this afternoon from Ashburn, Virginia. And they are first-time puppy raisers. Next we have Natchez the fourth, raised by Jane Nagy and Mary Waldron. And Mary's walking him across the stage because Jane is busy outside with their 17th and 6th puppy that they just picked up this afternoon to raise for us. Olson, raised by Regina and Dave Benjamin, and I'm told the best granddaughter in the world, Isabel, here from Kinnelton, New Jersey. And Olson is the 11th puppy that they raised for us. I got you. Orin the fourth, raised by Lori Dowd from Shelter Island, New York. Orin is Lori's 8th puppy she's raised for us. Next we have Pico the second, raised by Amy Robinson and John Sharp from Westbrook, Maine. They're currently raising their 3rd puppy for us. Next we have Randall the second, raised by Brittany, Andrew, Gina, and Jeff King from Bristol, Pennsylvania. They're currently raising their 5th puppy for CCI. Reeves the third, raised by Kathy Monsonger from Nottingham, New Hampshire. Kathy, what number does this make this? This is the 12th puppy Kathy's raised for CCI. Next we have Shipton, raised by Lou Petrie from Manassas, Virginia. And Lou's a first-time puppy raiser. Finally, we have Tucky, raised by the Cardillo family from Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Tucky is their 2nd puppy that they raised for CCI, and Tucky was named by Paul and Peggy Bernstein. That is our matriculating class of August 2013. Congratulations, guys. please enjoy our August 2013 team training slideshow.
Do you remember when we used to pretend we were living just like kings in a castle made of sand? When the tide came rolling in and swept it all away, we swore we'd build a real castle someday. What good is a dream if it stays just a dream? If I'm not ready now, I'll never be. All my life, I pictured this moment. That's what's been keeping me going. I wish you could see me now. Tonight, the silence is broken. I'm awake, eyes wide open.
Welcome. My name is Laura Ann Dubecki, and I am an instructor and graduate program manager. I have had the wonderful pleasure of teaching this class and would now like to introduce Deborah Hart-Bally, who will be the class speaker.
Ordinarily, the person standing here will tell you about their personal experiences at CCI. What I want to do today is share a bit of each people's experience about what CCI a dog has meant to them. For example, Eileen and Alpha said, if your dog is fat, you are not getting enough exercise. Allison and Dayton said, I had a wonderful experience. I learned so much from the lectures and learning how to maintain Dayton. I learned that communication and teamwork is the key to creating and keeping a happy and healthy dog. The new friends I have made will be my friends forever. Nick and Ditto said, the CCI trainers really know how to match the dogs. My first dog, Titus, was perfect for me, and now Ditto is perfect for me. CCI is a wonderful organization. Brendan and Fenway have pointed out that this has been an unforgettable 2 weeks for us. We feel Fenway is a gift given to Brendan that is truly unmeasurable. Veronica and Lynch contributed, CCI is a wonderful organization. Our dog will open up a whole new life for our daughter. He will give her a new sense of independence while providing her with companionship. The instructors at CCI are knowledgeable, caring, and extremely patient, teaching us how to handle our dogs. We are very grateful for this opportunity. Sarah and Noel have said, this has been an amazing experience. I would like to thank everyone at CCI for allowing me to be independent through my new service dog, Noel. Jamie and Ortez have said, thank you to the trainers, puppy raisers, board, donators, volunteers, and caretakers. Thank you for changing me and my family's life forever. Amy and Putty contributed, coming to CCI and meeting Putty, all the staff here, and all of my new graduate friends has been an awesome, life-changing experience. I wish to express my deepest gratitude to everyone at CCI for sharing Putty with me. Frankie and Victory said, this has been an overwhelmingly amazing experience for me and my son. We will be forever thankful for the people here at CCI. Personally, I went through one of the two hardest things a service team has to experience. A team can be retired through old age or through death. I lost my first service dog, Elias, to cancer at age 9. I never realized how much I relied on Elias's help until after I lost him. On a happier note, I have been paired with Fletch, who matches my current activity level. He is very observant, inquisitive, and is learning to accept me as the alpha dog of our little pack. I can foresee Fletch becoming an essential part of my life as much as Elias ever was, and that's saying a lot. I would like to give a special thank you to the Strickenbergs, Fletch's puppy raisers, and also to the CCI staff for matching me so well. Enough about me. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the class of August 2013 for these quotes and wish all of them the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. At this time, I'd like to welcome Stacy Lucchino and Flora Baird up on stage. Our first graduate tonight is Deborah Hart-Bally. Deborah was placed with Fletch, who was raised by the Strickenbergs. Fletch is her second CCI dog. Our second graduate tonight is Jamie Hercules. Jamie was matched with Ortez. Ortez is being presented tonight by the Lavora family. Our next graduate is Sarah Keady. Sarah has been matched with Noel, raised by Corrine Poots and Megan Lipke. Our next graduates, Allison and Mom Emily. Allison was matched with Dayton, who was raised by the Vogel family. Amy Smora will be our next graduate. A quick thank you to Amy and her mom, Peg, for supplying us with wonderful, wonderful pastries this weekend, as they own a bakery. Amy has been matched with Putty, and Putty is being presented by the Peeler family. Our next graduates are Veronica and her parents, Tony and Maria. Veronica has been matched with Lynch, and Lynch is being presented tonight by the Avino family. The Avino family decided to give back after receiving a facility dog, so they decided to give back by puppy raising. Our next graduate of the evening is Successor Service graduate Eileen DeGregorio. Eileen has been matched with Alpha, raised by Margaret Peterson. Brendan and his mom, Jennifer, are our next graduates. I don't know if anyone can guess what dog they've been matched with. Let's see. Brendan has been matched with Fenway, raised by the Podenkovitz family. Our next graduates are also successor skill companion, Nick, Tyler, Joe, Ann, and Doug. Nick and Deborah Harbali actually came through their first team training together many years ago, along with Javier. Nick is being placed today with Ditto. Ditto is raised by the Johnson family. Last but not least, we have Frankie and his mom, Kelly. Frankie has been matched with Victory. Victory was raised by Terry Loudon, who unfortunately could not be here tonight, but is being presented by good friend Bev Baus. Congratulations to the class of August 2013. If I can have all of the graduates line up here in front. And graduate puppy raisers, you're more than welcome to come back up and get some pictures.
I'd like to thank everyone for attending today, and I hope you'll all join us again in November. Have a good afternoon.